There are moments in life when everything goes quiet. You say the right words. You try your best. You show up with confidence. But still, you hear that one word. No. And in that moment, something inside you breaks. Not because you lost, but because you believed. If you are listening to this and you have been rejected, I want you to understand something very important. You are not alone. And more importantly, you are not finished. Part 1. The pain of rejection. Rejection hits hard. It makes you question yourself. Am I not good enough? Was it something I said? What did I do wrong? And sometimes, you replay the moment again and again, trying to find answers, trying to fix what cannot be controlled. But here's the truth. You cannot control how someone feels. You cannot control their preferences, and you cannot control their choice. But you can control one thing, your response. Part 2. The hidden truth about rejection. Let's be honest for a moment. Rejection is not always about you. Sometimes it's about timing. Sometimes it's about what someone is looking for in that moment. And sometimes it's about things you will never fully understand. But here's something powerful. Even the most successful, confident, and respected people in the world have been rejected. Think about it. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first television job. Steve Jobs was removed from the company he built. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. And yet, they didn't stop. They didn't give up. They used rejection as fuel. Part 3. The secret that changes everything. Here is a secret that most people never understand. Attraction is not built through chasing. It is built through value. When you chase too much, you lose power. When you try to convince someone, you lose respect. When you depend on someone for validation, you lose control. But when you focus on yourself, when you improve, when you grow, when you build confidence, something changes. People begin to notice you, without you forcing it. Part 4. Understanding human nature. Simplified truths. Let's break down some important truths, not to manipulate, but to understand reality. 1. People are drawn to confidence, not arrogance, not ego, but quiet confidence, the kind that says, I know who I am. 2. Emotions matter more than words. What you say is important, but how you make someone feel matters even more. 3. Mystery creates interest. When someone knows everything about you instantly, there's nothing left to discover. But when you have depth, growth, direction, you become intriguing. 4. Self-respect is everything. If you don't respect yourself, others won't either. Part 5. The story of transformation. Let me tell you a story. There was a young man. Let's call him David. David liked someone deeply. He tried to impress her. He gave attention. He gave effort. He gave time. But in the end, she said no. David was broken. He thought, I wasn't enough. But instead of chasing her, he made a decision. He chose himself. He started waking up early. He worked on his body. He learned new skills. He improved his mindset. He built discipline. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. And slowly, David changed. He was no longer the same person. And then something interesting happened. The same people who once ignored him started noticing him. The same person who rejected him began to look at him differently. But here is the twist. David didn't go back because he realized something powerful. I don't need to be chosen. I need to be someone who is already enough. Part 6. The real win. Rejection is not a loss. It is a test. A test of your patience, a test of your confidence, a test of your identity. And most people fail that test by chasing, by begging, by losing themselves. But you are different. Because from today, you understand something powerful. You don't chase, you build. You don't beg, you grow. You don't break, you rise. Part 7. Final message of hope. If you have been rejected, listen carefully. You are still valuable. You are still powerful. You are still capable. And the right people will not reject you. They will recognize you. Your value does not decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Unknown. Sometimes you have to accept that certain people are part of your history, but not your destiny. Unknown. So if you were rejected, don't chase, don't beg, don't break. Rise, grow, become stronger. Because one day, you will look back at this moment and realize it was not rejection, it was redirection. And that changed everything.